Welcome to Space Drift. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The alert came not with a siren, but the chime of a secure message, a sound that sliced through the stillness of the night, subtle yet unmistakable. It was just after 0200 at Dover Air Force Base, when the world outside was at its quietest and the base itself seemed to hold its breath. For Captain Eva Rostova and her crew, sleep was a luxury they rarely enjoyed. Nights blurred into days, and rest was always fleeting. The message was brief: emergency airlift, Middle East, critical cargo, impossible timeline. There was no room for hesitation or second guessing. Instantly, the ready room shifted from quiet to focused urgency. This was no drill. Every movement became deliberate, every second precious. The world outside slept, but inside the crew moved with purpose, minds racing through checklists, adrenaline sharpening their senses. The geopolitical climate was tense. Their destination alone spoke volumes. Every headline, every briefing echoed the stakes. Captain Rostova stood before her all-female crew, calm and resolute, outlining the mission: vital equipment, high stakes, zero margin for error. Her voice was steady, her confidence contagious. They were a team, bound by trust and commitment, each woman drawing strength from the others, united by a shared sense of duty. As they walked to the flight line, the pre-dawn air was cool, the C-17 looming under floodlights, a silent giant, their fortress for the journey ahead. Every member felt the gravity of the moment. Their actions would ripple far beyond the cockpit, affecting lives and outcomes thousands of miles away. The quiet of the night was about to give way to a storm of activity, as the base awakened to the demands of the mission. The aircraft was more than a machine. It was their partner and responsibility, a vessel carrying not just cargo, but hope and resolve. They moved with silent understanding, ready for the test ahead, each step a testament to their training and unspoken bond. The mission's weight settled on them, a familiar, heavy cloak, but as dawn approached, they stood ready, united and unwavering. Captain Eva Rostova was more than a pilot. She was the final authority on a flying fortress. Her journey to the captain's seat was built on relentless dedication and a refusal to accept limits. At the Air Force Academy, she proved skill and determination were what mattered. Now she led with mutual respect and clear communication, knowing her crew's strengths and how they performed under pressure. This mission, with its high stakes and all-female crew, was a culmination of her career. On the flight deck, Rostova's calm authority set the tone, her hands steady over the controls, her voice a constant presence. She and Major Lena Petrova, her co-pilot, operated as one, years of shared missions forging unspoken trust. Rostova's leadership was holistic. She ensured both machine and crew were ready for anything. She carried not just cargo, but the aspirations of those who would follow. The C-17 Globemaster III is a marvel, built for strength, not speed, able to land on short, rough strips and carry massive loads. For the crew, it was a trusted partner. They knew its every sound and vibration. Loadmaster Sergeant Maria Flores and Senior Airman Chloe Davis performed a precise ballet, securing tons of equipment. Any mistake could be catastrophic. The C-17's scale is immense, but in skilled hands, it's agile and powerful, equipped for hostile skies. Its advanced systems protected crew and cargo, vital for their mission into the Middle East. This flight was more than a delivery. It was a projection of power and intent. The aircraft's steel heart beat in time with national strategy. Their Globemaster was carrying a message as much as cargo. The hours before takeoff were a whirlwind of precision. Loadmasters Flores and Davis worked with the ground crew, securing cargo with practiced efficiency. Every chain, every strap, every detail mattered. Safety depended on perfection. In the cockpit, Captain Rostova and Major Petrova powered up systems, reviewed flight plans, and discussed contingencies with calm focus. Flight engineers circled the aircraft, flashlights searching for any flaw, nothing overlooked. Their approval was the final gate before engines roared to life. As final checks finished and cargo doors closed, commitment settled over the crew. The ground crew saluted. Inside, the team was sealed in, ready for the journey. Adrenaline gave way to focused readiness. The aircraft was prepared. Now the crew steeled themselves for hours of vigilance. The mission symphony reached its crescendo. They were ready to launch. This mission was historic, not just for its destination, but for its all-female crew. It was a moment that marked progress, a testament to how far women have come in military aviation. Each step toward the aircraft was a step forward for representation and equality in the skies. For these women, pride and professionalism went hand in hand. Their focus was on the mission, not the novelty. They approached every checklist and briefing with the same dedication as any other crew, determined to prove that excellence knows no gender. A unique bond existed, a sisterhood forged in a demanding field, where mutual support was vital. In a world where challenges could be daunting, their camaraderie became a source of strength, helping them rise above obstacles together. In the cockpit and crew quarters, their rapport was seamless, communication often wordless. Years of shared experience and trust allowed them to anticipate each other's needs, making their teamwork almost instinctive. Captain Rostova reflected, leading a full female crew was once rare. Now it was reality. She knew the significance of this moment and felt a deep sense of responsibility to those who would follow in their footsteps. Their presence sent a message: the sky is open to anyone with skill and courage. Every takeoff and landing was a reminder that barriers can be broken and new paths forged for future generations. They flew not just for themselves, but for every girl who dreams of the cockpit. Their example lit a spark of possibility, showing young women everywhere that their ambitions could soar just as high. Teamwork was everything. Major Petrova in sync with Rostova, loadmasters vigilant in the cargo bay. Every role was essential, and every member brought her best to the mission, united by shared purpose. This was about competence and trust, not gender. Their skills and dedication earned respect, proving that what truly matters is the ability to get the job done. At 30,000 feet, they were simply an Air Force crew, united by duty. The altitude erased differences, leaving only commitment and professionalism. Their professionalism was their statement, a quiet, powerful declaration that the sky belongs to all who are ready to rise. Military aviation's challenges go beyond flying. For women, the path has been steeper. Each crew member had overcome obstacles, proving themselves through performance, not words. Their shared resilience was an unspoken bond. Flying east, they were acutely aware of the contrast, commanding a C-17 into regions where women's roles are restricted. This gave their mission personal significance and strengthened their resolve. Major Petrova reflected, "You learn to let your performance speak. Surprise turns to respect when they see how we operate." Their drive to exceed expectations was a common thread. The journey was a test of endurance, long hours, shifting time zones, constant vigilance. They operated in shifts, always alert, monitoring threats and weather, communicating across continents. Their success was built on training, dedication, and unbreakable teamwork. As dawn broke, the C-17 pressed on, the Middle East just hours away. The sky was painted in hues of gold and pink, a quiet reminder of the new day and the new hope this mission carried. Every mile brought them closer to their destination, and the weight of their responsibility grew heavier with each passing moment. The cockpit was filled with quiet determination. The most critical phase was about to begin. Each pilot and crew member moved with practiced precision, their focus unwavering as they prepared for the challenges ahead. The crew reviewed approach and security protocols, focused on the importance of their cargo and those it would help. Every checklist, every map, every detail was double-checked, knowing that lives depended on their accuracy and attention. They were a vital link in a larger chain, entrusted with immense responsibility. The supplies they carried represented hope, relief, and the promise of a better tomorrow for those waiting on the ground. Pride and hope mingled with the universal wish for a safe return. Each face reflected a deep sense of purpose, knowing their actions would ripple far beyond this flight. Captain Rostova's voice over the intercom, "We're ready, let's bring this home. Trust your training, trust each other." Her words cut through the tension, reminding everyone of their unity and shared mission. Her words affirmed their shared purpose and strength. In that moment, the crew became more than a team. They became a family, bound by trust and a common goal. The aircraft began its descent, a symbol of resolve breaking through the morning clouds. The world below awaited, and the mission's true test was about to begin. For this crew, landing was more than a maneuver. It was the culmination of years of work and a beacon of progress. Every touchdown marked another step toward peace and relief for those in need. They were aviators, Air Force members, executing their duty with courage and precision. Their training, discipline, and heart made them the backbone of this mission. As the runway appeared, their mission was clear: deliver on their promise, secure in their training, hopeful for the journey home. The anticipation in the cockpit was palpable, every eye focused on the task at hand. The world was watching, and they were ready. In this moment, they carried not just supplies but the hopes of many, determined to see their mission through to the very end.